So welcome back. So in our Selenium with Java series, today we are going to see how we can run our Selenium test cases using Safari browser. So far in our series actually we have mostly focused into the Chrome browser only, where we were downloading the Chrome driver and then we were kind of setting the system.set WebDriver set properties, and then we were running our tests in the Chrome browser. But Safari browser is bit different actually, the way it runs the Selenium test cases. Okay, so for this actually we need to use the driver equal to new Safari driver, like how we were doing with the Chrome. So if I just show here, let's go to this, and then here we were doing driver equal to new Chrome driver, right? So for the Safari driver we will be doing the driver equal to new Safari driver. So I will just copy this one, and let me do one thing. I'll right click here, create a new package, and here I will say browsers, and then under this browsers package I will be pasting this one, and here I will say Safari test. Okay, make sure that you should use the small letters to this browser. Package should be in small letter. Okay, so this one I will say Safari driver, and you're done. And this is not required actually, we have to have for the, because this is only specific to the Chrome. Now what about Safari? Do we really need to download the Safari driver? Let's see the documentation. So if I go to this link, so it says that we don't need to install the Safari driver actually. Now let's see why it is not required. So if I go to this, you can see WebDriver support in Safari 10. So if I go down this, and particularly if you see in this particular section, let me just expand a bit. So here you will see that they're saying that now we have native support for WebDriver API. So it means that starting from Safari 10 on the OS X, means on the Apple machines, which is running on Capitan or Mac OS Sierra, Safari comes with a new driver implementation, and Safari always comes with a driver by default, and this is present under your user bin folder. So if you go to your user bin folder, you will see Safari driver is already there. So as you install and as you download the latest version of the Safari browser, the browser driver will be also what you call upgraded automatically. Okay, and will automatically launch the driver without any configuration, because it is already set under your user bin. So you need not to set the driver actually. See, our main intention of making this system.set property is nothing but we have to make into our path actually, so that whenever you run the Selenium test cases, the drivers will be picked up from here. So the same thing, so anyway, the Safari driver is giving the user bin Safari driver. So when we say driver equal to new Safari driver, the Selenium first searches into this location by default actually. If the driver is present, then it will continue with that. Okay, so that's a great news actually. Without any configuration we need to proceed. So for this, it's a small test case where it will load to this URL, and then it will wait for some time, and then it will just enter some text into the text box. Okay, now so let me just run. So this is a main method, so I will be running as normal as usual by right clicking, and you can see it is not running. What is the issue actually? So if you go to this issue, it's giving that exception in thread main and session not created exception. The reason is that it is giving a response code of 500. It means that it's throwing the server error, could not create a new session. You must enable the allow remote automation option in the Safari's development menu. So Safari browsers, there is a develop menu. Under that you need to select this particular allow remote automation. So for this, let me first open my Safari browser. So if you see, this is my Safari browser, and here it is telling a develop menu. But let me see, as you can see, I don't have any develop menu here. Now how do I make it enable this one? So for this, what you need to do, you need to go to the Safari preferences. Okay, after this you have to go to the advanced tab, and then here you need to check this checkbox, show develop menu. So this is first part of your solution actually. Once you check that checkbox, you can see there is a develop menu is appearing. Before it was not coming. So it's kind of a debug feature of your Safari browser. Now once you navigated to the develop menu, click on this and you can see there is a allow remote automation. So you have to select this option. You can see now it stays as selected. Now you close your browser, minimize this and run the same test and see if it is working fine or not. Okay, so as you can see, you are getting one of the issue here that every time you run your test, you are kind of getting this particular error prompt actually. So which is saying that to interact with this Safari window, you need to stop the current automated test session and you should not use this particular window for normal web browsing. Okay, so this is basically coming in every what do you call, every time you run your test. So this is kind of asking you some kind of access. So for this, what we need to do at this moment, I will just click on the continue session and you can see it is printing that value and it is exiting the code. Let me rerun again. Now you can see it is working fine as expected. So for the first time you need to what do you call, whenever you're running, if you're getting that particular what do you call error prompt, you can just use the continue, or else what you can do, you can open your terminal and then here what you can do, you can use this sudo command. Okay, and then you have to give the usr, the path of your what do you call safari driver user bin, and then all small letters safari driver hyphen hyphen enable. You can do like this before running your test, and then you give your what do you call the password of your system, and then you are done with that. Now whenever you run your test, you will not be seeing any other prompts actually. Okay, as you can see it goes very smoothly this time. So that is how you will be running your test cases in Safari browser. So that's the only setup you need to do. First thing is that you need to go to what you call your, the first part is that you need to go to the Safari browser preferences, and then you have to go to the advanced tab to check this checkbox actually. Once you go this one, then you what you need to do, you need to go to the Safari develop menu which we enable there, and then you have to select this allow remote automation. That's the only thing you need to do. The rest of the things you can continue as usual. So the test cases will not change as per your browser changing. So that is what most important thing. Fine. So that's pretty much it for now. So hope this session is helpful. Do subscribe to this YouTube channel if you haven't. Thank you for watching.